Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another Trust Reviews, where I bring you a review every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And today we're actually talking about a game. It's been a little. I've been doing 2 videos and then a game review each week. Today we're talking about Uncharted 2: Among Thieves, an old school Naughty Dog game. Probably a lot of you guys know about the Uncharted series. You're either here because you're a loyal fan, or you added the Uncharted collection to your library for PlayStation Plus a couple months ago or a month ago, and you still haven't played it yet, or maybe you just played Uncharted 4 and you want to go back and play through the journey, because that's kind of what happened with me. Uncharted 4 was the first Uncharted game I ever reviewed, and it was like the 5th game I ever reviewed on this channel ever. I reviewed Uncharted 1, now I'm here in Uncharted 2, so Uncharted 3 is the last Uncharted game I have. I know I just said Uncharted a lot, I'm sorry. But a lot of people hype this game up for me. Like my brother and a couple of my friends said this is their favorite Uncharted. I enjoyed Uncharted 4 a lot. Didn't love Uncharted 1. Just even though it has, excuse me, that was like a 9 out of 10 burp, right? Yeah. But anyway, even though a lot of people, even though the graphics look good, and this is of course an HD remake and the Uncharted collection of all 3 of these games, of the first Uncharted game, I didn't love it. It felt very clunky. It just felt outdated, even though it had an update to its graphics. This game is better. Uncharted 2 is better than Uncharted 1 in a lot of ways, pretty much in every way, but not by much for me. I don't know. I mean, I guess it is by much. I mean, the story of Uncharted 2 is really cool. I think it stars Nathan Drake, of course, again. Right away, it opens up this huge scene where you're dangling off of a train, off of a cliff, and it is crazy. And then it kind of flashes back in time, and you play up to that point in the game, which is about halfway through the game once you catch back up in time. But you meet characters like Chloe, which is kind of a love interest, but she's mainly a spy that is playing on your side. Excuse me, damn. And there's a guy, I actually don't remember his name, that was helping you out in like the first mission of the game, and he betrays you. I'm not spoiling it, it's very obvious, and it happens right away. He's kind of like the villain, along with some like super Nazi soldier guy, I don't even know, is working with the bad guy as well. And that's how they have so much military troops throughout the game. But Chloe's kind of like your kind of female interest in the beginning. She has like smoker lungs. She sounds like it anyway. She talks like she smokes a lot. And then a little bit later on, Elena shows up, and you kind of have this love triangle thing going on. And I really enjoyed that. And also the story in general. It's Uncharted, so it's like Indiana Jones in a sense that we're looking for treasure. And bada bing, bada boom, they end up basically you're trying to find the lost city of Shambhala. If you guys know what that is, I really don't too much, but I know it's a thing that treasurers like go and look for. So they go and look for the lost city of Shambhala. It has tons of treasure there, and that's your journey. And then it's Uncharted gameplay from there. Tons of like climbing. The climbing's pretty smooth in the game. Of course, it's actually one of my favorite things because this is compared to Uncharted 1. Climbing felt more like a puzzle in this game. And it says that you weren't just climbing to climb. Even Uncharted 4 kind of feels like that sometimes. Like every ledge breaks. At this point, it's more like a puzzle. You gotta think. You look around. You inspect your environment, and you're usually not lost. I never got actually lost in this game. Not as much as like Uncharted 1. There's no stupid jet ski spot like Uncharted 1. There's a lot more action in this game, I think, than Uncharted 4 even. And that's probably why a lot of people put it high up there. But some of the action is crazy. Like at one point, it's basically Nathan Drake versus a fucking tank. And it's like, damn. And I would say really what brought this game down for me is I just didn't enjoy the ending that much. Not the ending, but like the last half of the game for 2 reasons. One, my skill. This game gets an insane like skill jump, or not skill jump, like difficulty leap or whatever you call it, after about chapter 16. The last 10 chapters of this game are just fucking hard. They're just difficult. Maybe I suck. I don't know. I'm being honest with you guys. I'm saying I might just suck. But the shit was like, it went from like a really fun, kind of challenging action game to really hard, and I have to memorize everything. And there's a few reasons it was kind of hard for me, because one, enemy spawning, like there's a moment in the game where you're like on a bridge, and as you're, like you kill all these enemies on the bridge, and then as you start to walk across it, more enemies spawn on the other side, and you're in the middle of the fucking bridge, and you just die. Like you die instantly from grenades, rocket launches, sniper shots, like, I know that Nathan Drake isn't a superhero, even though he kills hundreds of people, like he is almost. But he definitely is flimsy, and the way the enemies spawn, and sometimes the game will trick me in the sense that Nathan Drake will even be like, okay, after you fight someone, he'll be like, okay, and the music will stop, and all of a sudden I jump down, and there's a guy with a shotgun, like right there. And it's like, what? The game just lied to me. I guess it was saying I was in stealth mode again, but I took it as we cleared everyone out. Excuse me. And a lot of people have played this game really say the final boss of Uncharted 2 is like the worst final boss of the Uncharted series. I did it first try and it was fun. I had a little bit of a tip beforehand to just keep running, and that's how you defeat this boss. You keep running and you shoot some stuff. But like, it was very simple, very easy compared to literally the last half of the game just being challenging overall. If you like Uncharted and you want a challenge, here it is with a good story. But you know, Sully's not in it that much. You remember Sully from Uncharted 4 and 1? He's in it in the beginning and then not as much later. The set pieces are pretty cool, but I think Uncharted 4 copies some set pieces from this when you're kind of jumping from vehicle to vehicle. The weapons are cool, but overall, it is a linear game. It is Uncharted. It does feel a little bit outdated to me. It was a bit overhyped to me. Better than Uncharted 1. I still think Uncharted 4 is probably my favorite Uncharted, so go watch my review on that for sure, even though that's an outdated review. Like, I was back when I sucked at reviews even more than I do now. But still check it out, see my final rating on that. And I'm going to give this one a final rating. Uncharted 2 Among Thieves, a 7 out of 10. It's just a solid game. If you like Uncharted, I wouldn't... It is made to be replayed. It is only like 8 to 10 hours long. I'm not going to replay it. That shit was hard. But it was cool for what it was, and it does look pretty cool at times. Like, graphically, it is okay. Just some of the animations and like controlling Nathan Drake is still a little outdated feeling to me, or maybe it's just clunky from, you know, just game design, and the game unnecessarily being hard makes some weird situations, and kind of predictable story, but I still liked it. So yeah, 7 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys in the next video. Peace out.